Good morning. I'm in a bit of a rush at the moment. I'm going to parkrun. It is 5 to 8. I've got to cycle about 15 miles down the canal to Worcester and be there before 9 to get my bike locked up and all ready to run. Everything's taken a little bit longer than I hoped this morning. Give myself half an hour to get everything sorted, but not quite long enough. Never mind. It's a lovely ride there though, so let's go. Gone. Ah. Okay, stuff's been growing. Morning. All right. Hello. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you may notice that I'm on the road bike, not the mountain bike, and not my old gravel bike. So I sold the Space Chicken and bought this giant Defy Advance 2. Basically because with 35mm gravel kings on like this, then you can still ride it on this kind of surface. Pretty speedy. And last time I did this ride to parkrun and back on decent conditions, although it's a bit windy today, on the Space Chicken, I averaged 17 miles an hour down this, which was a bit wow. I wasn't expecting to go that fast. Uh-oh, swans. Excuse me. Please move. I just want to get past. Can you move me into the water for me? Yeah, move. Give them a minute. Just get them out of the way, because I've got no choice but to go straight through there. Move. Move. Oh, for God's sake. I haven't got time for this. Just move. Excuse me. It's that one in the middle that won't bloody get it there. Yeah, excuse me. You're braver than me. Yeah, watch out. Oh. Oh, well done.
You're not doing it.
Oh, I'm going to have to put the bike in the way, I think.
Yeah, put the bike there on the other side.
Yeah.
I think it's all noise, but
We'll see. If you could just move slightly. Just move that way a little bit. I look at the size of that thing. Yeah, excuse me. Yep, it's all right. Yep, okay. Let's see. Right then. Well, I've definitely missed parkrun now, but never mind. Really want to skid over into the edge into there. So that might have looked awfully wimpy around those swans, but you have to remember I'm in tight lycra cycling shorts, and being very close to them like that, one lunge and nip in the wrong place, I'm singing falsetto for a few months, so that's where I was most concerned about. Anyway, time at the moment, I don't know, about 10 past 8, so I may still make it there on time. I don't know, the surface is pretty good. I'm keeping up some decent speed, so I'll put everything into the bike ride, leave not much for the run, just have a little jog round, and then who cares about the ride back. This is where it starts getting a bit bumpier, and the part where if you've got front suspension it comes in helpful, or it comes in useful, or it is helpful. That gap is getting bigger, I swear. Every time I go past it I go, whoa, not too close to the edge there. Right, big roots now. This is where I hope my 105 road rear mech, which I don't think is clutched, will stay on okay. And so far, whenever I've been riding this kind of stuff on this bike, seems to be fine. You know, if I start really getting on the bumpy stuff and rattling about, I'm sure it would upset the chain a little bit. But if it's not clutched, it does a very good job of staying in the right place. This is the bit that's always the muddiest on the route, and actually that's fine. Right, let's go past Hanbury Wharf. On the left of me is the recycling centre, aka rubbish tip. Now go past the it's called the Eagle and Sun pub. Soon find out. This is the place where you turn right to go to Droitwich, and you go around the Droitwich Canal to Worcester, or straight on, which is pretty much direct. It gets very bumpy here for about 2 or 3 miles. Excuse me, pigeon. Shift. Ow. Can't tell if the surface there off the edge is solid enough to go on or not, so be a little bit careful. Oh great, rain. So I'm riding into a headwind now as well as rain. It's all good. What's not to enjoy about this kind of riding? I was just saying about where it gets bumpy. This is the start of it. You really have to pick and choose your route around the route, and because they kind of come down the bank at an angle, you can hit one in the wrong way and it slides the tyre over, and most of the time you feel it sliding and it catches it, but sometimes you have a little panic that the tyre's not going to catch the surface again. A lot of times the choice is you go low towards the waterline, not give yourself much chance of escape if you have to steer, or you go high and try and go over the top of the route, but if you hit it straight on you may be knocked sideways, but if you try and like just turn the bike and skim over it and turn towards and out of it at the time, that just helps you stay in the right place. All right. Little bit of info for you. These things, like the flannel bit on the gloves, it took me years to realise that they're not for your smart. They're actually technically to wipe your glasses, and it was probably a good 3 or 4 years of cycling before I discovered that first time I went out in the rain, which is yeah, probably not the most macho thing. That really wasn't bad. That's normally a lot worse than that. Alright, this is Dunhampstead, I think, where we just hop up over the tunnel. Bloody hell, this bike is fantastic on this kind of surface. Burn the legs slightly there. What? Structure fan. Is there any way through? Right. Really against me today. Brilliant. Thank you for bringing it halfway down the track and not at the top, so we're going to cycle back up. Cannot get around. But they came and opened it just as I was trying to get past. Oh. Okay. That is the structural failure. Sure, I could have coped with a little sign at the place. Right. Definitely not making it now. No. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Seriously, just let me go past. Awesome. Status update. 8:35. I've been stopped by swans and a bit of a pointless closure of the towpath, which gave me some diversion. I had no idea where that was going to take me, so I had to try and make my own way through. But even though I came out really late, 8:35, I could potentially still do this, because from here it's fairly smooth. And I mean, I think potentially I might get there like 5 minutes late or something. I don't really care. I'm never going to get my fastest time there anyway. Point was to go there, participate, and have a little jog, and ride back. So I can still do that. I just doubt I'll have time to get there, lock up my bike, change footwear before I have to run. We're in these oh, left. Oh no. Oh, yeah. We're in these dark comedic episodes. I'll probably get there and it will be cancelled now or something stupid. Right there, let's get a bit of pace on. Herons, amazing. Thank you, one here. Sit rep. I think I'm not far from the M5, so I'll go under the M5, then down some locks into Warndon, and then it's not far from Warndon that you turn off and cross the A38, and I need to not get lost trying to get into Pitchcroft because I've done that before. And I'm pretty sure the easiest way to do it is just go straight over into Gallivelt Park and just go around the bottom. I'll make them face to face with lots of people running by that time because it's now 8:43. Definitely not getting there by 9 o'clock. And I could go really fast down this bit, but as the locks go down, you pick up some real speed, potentially putting you into a bit of a risky situation. So I'm going to watch it a little bit there as well. I've already had a couple of setbacks there. I don't really want to fall off as well. Okay, the start of the fast bit. Don't worry about you, take up all of the towpath. I'll find a way around it. Thanks. 8:50. I'm going through the end of Warndon Industrial Estate, about to cross through Blackpool, and probably 2 miles from here where I get off the canal near the centre. It'll be close. On the tarmac. I know it's not natural or anything, but if you want to get people to ride bikes off the roads, you need to put things like this on towpaths.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wherever gets you through the day. Just on your right. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. No. Well, then.
And that'll be 50 euros.
Don't really want to hit these on there. Well, then. No, stay. Oh, okay. Right, it's just gone 9, and as predicted, not quite there. But I'm pretty sure the end of this road there is a gully I can take that takes me basically straight to the start line. Yeah, I remember. is everybody? Oh no, it's not, is it? So it looks like it may be cancelled. I'm just checking at the top here in case they haven't moved the whole event up to the top of the race course. But looking at all those marquee, okay, now. So yeah, it's cancelled. I really should check the event cancellations before cycling to them. But hey, here's Worcester. Oh no. So, thought might as well go and get me some brekkie at the cafe Afloat, then at Diglis Lock, Diglis Basin, and go back on the canal. It's alright, thank you. Diglis Bridge. Absolutely love going across here. Thank you. No. Thank you. Oh, do this. Thanks.
Oh, you're more up to date after last night.
Thanks. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, can't find it, grind it. Thank you. That's very definitely the wrong gear. Oh. Status update. So the parkrun was cancelled. I just went down to Diglis Bridge, went over and had a veggie sausage and egg sandwich from Cafe Afloat in Diglis Basin, which is always a nice place to stop off just down there. And I turned and came back. We've got a nice tailwind back now, just a few locks to go up here. This bike is absolutely amazing. It's so stable, comfortable, capable. Absolutely love it. These tyres too. Panaracer Gravel King SK 35mm 700C Tamwall, running them tubeless. I put 40 psi into them when I'm having to do a little bit of road as well, which is most of the time, and that's absolutely perfect for my weight, that I can kind of hit hard stuff and I can feel it touch the rim, but it doesn't whack the rim. You know, if you hop up a curb and your back wheel hits the curb, it's still okay. I had a look at the detour that I needed to take around the around Dunhampstead tunnel, and it turns out it was only like a few extra 100 meters, so I'm happy to take that detour on the way back. It just would have been really helpful, instead of letting you go all the way down the hill, to get blocked off by what seems to be a fence for no reason. Instead, if they would have put that fence just at the top of that section, I would have been a lot more inclined to get my phone out and check where it was sending me. So this is my semi-small review of the giant Defy Advance 2 as a gravel bike. Those are the tyres, 35mm 700s, gap there. You know, it's not massive, but it's enough. There's a fair bit more at the front, so I wouldn't like to put anything more than 35s on there, but 35 with small knobs is okay. Got the mudguard extra widget in there at the moment, and you know, it works. It's a little bit closer on that side. There is a gap there, honestly. And it is a really fast gravel bike. You know, it's an endurance road bike, but it's so nimble, and the discs are brilliant, the hydro discs. They stop brilliantly. The 160 on the front, 140 on the back, because you're hardly ever using the back brake. 105 R7000 I think it is, so 50 by 34 there, I think because this is a small frame, that's probably 170 more cranks. Nice long cage derailleur on there, 11 to 34 on the back, cassette. Yeah, really good as a gravel bike. So because this is a 2x, then I pretty much leave it in the big ring the entire time, and I'm on towpaths like this, and this can take cross chaining really well. On those little locks, I generally just leave it in the same gear I'm in, and just get the saddle and give it a little bit of welly. Back onto the M5, which means about 12 miles back home. Right, the detour. I think. Oh my God. Right, that detour is actually faster than just going on the Canal towpath anyway. Does you well on these kind of surfaces not to concentrate too much on what's directly in front of your tyre. Like, be aware of it, but as you've anticipated it and you're aware of it, then just look in the distance and let the bike ride over it, and take your weight off the front a little bit and let it bounce around. It does take time. Thank you. I'm sorry, stay.
Oh, yeah.
Just a bike behind
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Busy today.
Cheers. Oh, it's a lovely day, isn't it? Okay, that was a big one hidden. So I think I'm about to come up on Hanbury Wharf, and your pub, which I still can't remember the name, but I think it's something to do with the sun or the moon, and I think there might be an eagle in there as well. The sun's come out, it's gone very nice again. These milestones are pretty cool. So this one is 10 miles to Worcester, 20 miles to Birmingham, and would be a nice day trip to go all the way from Birmingham to Worcester and back, or vice versa, because it's all rideable. Some parts like this section aren't quite as easy to ride on gravel bikes, but perfectly okay. It'd be nice if the whole thing was stone or tarmac, or make it like like they do in the Netherlands, or you know, most of Europe, and have the canals as transport infrastructures for bikes. But you know, we're a long way away from that around here. But yep, lovely. Not long to go back now. I never liked that route, because just as you're about to hit the route and you want to hit it kind of nice and solid and have control over the bike, your front tyre kind of squirms to the side in the mud. You don't really know how you're going to hit the route. So this section here is just below Hanbury Hall and Hanbury Woods, National Trust property, and it's a really lovely place to visit if you get the chance. Anyway, more about the bike. This is all very bumpy, lots of roots, lots of stones. But it's handling it no worse than my Space Chicken full-on gravel bike did. And in fact, this is a little bit more predictable and stable. Front end on that was really twitchy. Excuse me. Hello.
Come on, out the way.
That's a stick, isn't it?
Go on.
Thanks. Hello, you got a fish? Nearly back. Don't know how many miles left, but can't be any much more than about 3 or 4. Particularly an eventful cycle home. Pretty sure I've had the wind on my back the whole way, so it's been nice and easy. I've had enough of the bumps for a while, so I may just hop off onto the road in a minute. Rather than my usual cut through down there, I'm going to go over to a bridleway that will show you what this bike can do, because it's quite rough. I'll try that again. There were people in front of me. Come on, there it is. Right, there's a big rut in the middle here, so try and keep out the rut, keep up the sides, down here, then pick the edge here. So that's the first one. and then there's another one just up here. It was quite an eventful ride. It was fairly boring on the way back, but it's a good ride all around. Bike's in good shape, but just looking at it now, there is a fair gap there between the rear stay and the tyre. But on this side, not very much at all. So I could do with dishing the wheel over a little bit. So there is a gap there, you'll have to trust me, but it's just not very much. It's not touching at any point, apart from the little rubber bits there. But yeah, it's still too close, so it needs sorting out. Right, done. See you next time.